Alright, fans, viewers, subscribers, and just in general fellow YouTubeites. This is the Heir of Carthage, back with the Tokugawa campaign. It's been a little while since the last episode, so hopefully you're ready for some more. I know I am. Recently we actually freed the Takeda. I think this is the second time. I haven't gone back and watched all the episodes myself, so I'm not quite certain. Looks like I have another Yari samurai coming to meet these guys, and I need to retrain my troops. It seems like they continue to take a pretty good beating. First of all, I guess I'll go ahead and upgrade my general before you all hear a news report that goes a little something like this. Let's see if I can do this without laughing at least. A YouTube broadcaster known to many as the Heir of Carthage was killed tonight on the way to his vehicle. Apparently, a rabid fan could no longer stand the fact that he hadn't upgraded his general, and the anger drove him over the top. Maybe it'd go something like that. No, anyway, I get all these angry comments all the time whenever I forget to upgrade my general. And then a lot of times when I do upgrade my general, people don't like the way in which I upgrade my general. But that's okay. At least I upgraded him, right? So, nothing wrong with that. Let's see. I'm just going to go ahead and do this thing that makes the Bushido arts better. Now that I've got him to where he can move on the campaign map good. And I guess I better check and see if I have any other generals that need upgrading. I have a Metsuke here. I'm sure this'll incur the wrath too. Let's see. Plus one to counter spying. Overseeing armies. I don't know. I guess counter spying. Counter spying. Which one's going to make him? Yeah, see, I want him to get good at apprehending. So we're going to go down this skill tree. Alright, so I do have some troops. I have some Yari samurai, it looks like. Also headed to join up with this army. This clan up here that I can't really pronounce, they're I guess it looks like forming a new army to come at me. Let's see, South Shinano, that's my vassal. And some people apparently get really mad at my vassal making too. Let me explain why I do the vassal making. Apparently some people think that this is all going to turn against me. And it can, if you don't treat it right. But you can see that, the vassals really aren't that hard to maintain. Like, I have a trade agreement with these guys. The only thing that really makes them mad, as you can see right there, is the territorial expansion. And then past grievances. So, like the Asai right now, people say your vassals turn against you. And they can turn against you. But all you gotta do is just do something that makes them happy. So, let's see. I'll offer him a payment of, like, 1,000 koku, and they'll pretty much be happy. And a lot of people think this isn't worth it, just because they think that, you have to pay these guys off and all that. But it totally is worth it, because if you think about it, if I pay them a little bit of money, it ends up just, being money that I would have had to spend. And you also don't suffer from the realm divide with these guys. So the only thing that makes it worse is the territorial expansion, which just happens slowly over time. But if your vassals are expanding, then it's slightly different. So let's look at our other vassals. And not all of them get quite so uppity as the Saito. You can see I have plus 40 with the Kiso. Not the Saito. I was talking about the Asai there a minute ago. See, plus 43 with the Saito. And the Takeda plus 20. So it's really not that hard to keep your vassals under control. And like I said, it means that that's less troops, and again, a lot of people get mad at me for not leaving more troops in the castles, but that costs money. I mean, it costs a lot of money, in fact, to leave lots of troops in the castles, and it's actually kind of counterproductive, because you can see this income thing right here. That's how much money I'm bringing in, and when you're in a situation where you're expanding quickly, you got to be able to pull in a lot of income. So let's look at how the strategy's going. I have a nice stronghold here. I really need to capture... I probably just need to capture Kyoto, and that'd make a good stronghold where I'd be able to block from here and here. And the Saito would be protecting me from the other side, so I really just need to focus on capturing Kyoto. Let's see if I can train any siege equipment. Let's see, it's only 1557, so I have plenty of time. There is a Chosokabe Navy here that's about to drop an army. Woo! I think someone commented on that. I definitely need to take care of this, because that is a rather large army on board. So, hopefully their navy isn't all that good. So yeah, let's see, I got 5 Bokabaya and 3 medium bunets. This is exactly why I kept a navy and why I kept a little bit of them in 2 different spots. So let's go ahead and attack this Chosokabe fleet here and see if we can sink it. Because we definitely want to keep this army off our shores. They're going to run away. That's a smart move for them because they're going to want to drop their troops. But unfortunately for them, I can catch up with them all in the same turn. And now they cannot retreat. So this is a fight or die situation. See, they got a trade ship, 3 Bokabayas, 2 medium bunets. So this should be a solid win for me. But I don't want to take anything for granted, so I will see you on the battle map. Okay, when I started the battle, it was actually rainy, and so I pushed the weight so that we could start the deployment on dry weather. That way we can make sure and be able to use fire arrows, because fire arrows are going to really help make this battle quicker for me. So let's go ahead and start things off. This is all kind of flat, open water here. And, well, of course, water's generally flat unless you have a lot of surf. Let's see. I'm going to get my boat set up, and I'm going to group them up. I actually do like groupings in naval battles. I find it to be very useful. Kind of keep your ships in formation. You want to keep your ships in a formation to where their morale, can support each other. And it's nice to have the big ships to support the morale of the smaller ships that are slightly more easily shaken. Man, they've really done a number on the graphics in the naval battles. Really looks better. I like the little lamps on the ships and stuff. It's cool. I didn't read into what CA might have patched on the naval battles though, so I don't really know the whole story. You can see the enemy fleet coming at me here in kind of a crescent formation. I don't know if that's just because the Bokabayas are faster. And basically my plan is pretty simple. They're probably going to fire arrows at me too, but I have more ships than them, but I want to get within range, and wait till I'm well within range so that I can get better shots, and then I'm just going to unload fire arrows and see what ships I can catch on fire. There is a risk to this though, because if you catch an enemy ship on fire and then end up sailing right next to it, of course the fire can spread to your own ship, which becomes a real issue. So fire arrows are not, they're not like, let's see, they don't discriminate against which, yeah, I guess fire is pretty indiscriminatory. Let's shoot off all of our fire arrows here. I'll try and get you a view of the fire arrows going between our boats. Hopefully we get to light up the enemy pretty good. You can see some of their ships are wavering. So there you go. Hopefully that was kind of a cool view. Yeah, one of their ships is on fire, and mine right there just wrecked into it. You can see how mine picked up a little bit of that fire also. And see, this is why I keep my ships in close, tight formation, because their morale gets pretty battered whenever they get around these big ships. And that tends to, be better if you can keep them close to your general and keep them in close formation. You can see that the enemy Bokabayas have all, well, yeah, they've all surrendered, or 2 have routed and 1 has surrendered. So now we're just left facing the enemy medium bunets. So I want to just board these, and right before you board, you want to use the war cry ability, and that'll help demoralize the enemy troops. And I'm going to sail my Bokabayas back this way. Oh, that one's routing. Those, yeah. Ships always seem to rout and then just keep coming back from routing over and over again. Oh, they're gonna try and board me here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the war cry here right before the boarding. You definitely want to use that, and it'll help demoralize the enemy. Of course, they've used it on me as well, so it'll all be even. Looks like that boarding didn't end up taking place. Not really sure why. Yeah, it's not allowing me to board that ship for some reason. They actually might be winning this. No, it says I'm winning slightly. Okay, now the boarding action is going to take place. Let's get the fire arrows on here again with my Bokabaya, see if we can... yep, there we go. Now we got their general wavering. That's what we wanted. Let's get these 2 Bokabayas back into the fight. They've come back from routing. Actually, looks like this is the one I'm losing. Yeah, I did lose that medium Bunet over there. Crap. I wonder why. They still had 28 men left. Huh. Doesn't really make sense to me. The naval stuff's still a bit of a mystery to me sometimes, but their general is surrendering. I'll bring this Bokabayas back here to help fend off the enemy ships. Definitely don't want to lose my general, though it looks like this fight is pretty much over. There we go. Now see, both of their Bokabayas have come back now and have excellent morale. mine are still coming back into the fight. Although this should end up working out okay. I might try and board this trade ship there. Oh, our general's fine. Okay, here we go. I'm going to turn the fire arrows on these two guys, see if we can get this medium Bunei lit up here. Got a little bit of fire on it, not near as much as I'd like to see. What? I just boarded this thing and won the fight and it surrendered. Now their general's sailing off like nothing ever went wrong. Turn the fire arrows on there. Okay, we are getting a little bit of routing going on in the enemy Bokabayas in this vicinity. The fire arrows actually recharge fairly quick, so you just want to come back around to it every now and then, and definitely want to make sure that you try and... Okay, these enemy Bokabayas have surrendered, so they're completely out of the fight. Let's see if we can finish off this enemy general. They don't really have a whole lot of men left on that boat, so try and get around it on all sides here. And then I'll just use my Bokabayas to try and finish off this medium Bunei. Dang it, stupid trade ship came back from routing now too. This is the weird thing about naval battles, is it's just like you never quite know how the morale is going to work. The morale seems kind of finicky to me, and you can like board and defeat ships, just like I defeated this admiral ship in a boarding action, and then all of a sudden it's like back in the fight the next minute. So I find that all to be a little bit strange. But oh well. Not really that big a deal. It is kind of cruddy my Bokabaya is stuck in there though, because if that fire spreads, it's going to end up burning up my own ship. But it shouldn't be too hard to just retrain my navy. Okay, we finally routed that medium Bunei, and it looks like, okay, so it looks like all the Chosokabe ships have routed now. So good, we were able to defeat that fleet. Oh, I guess their general's still up and running. But we were able to defeat this fleet, and that means their army is going to go down with it. And so we avoided a very uncomfortable situation there, which would have been a whole bunch of Chosokabe troops in my backfield. And almost certainly there would have been a whole bunch of bow samurai with the Chosokabe, since they specialize in bow units. And bow samurai are actually a pretty devastating unit in campaign, in my opinion. Anyway, I'll see you back on the battle map, or on the campaign map, sorry. Alright, we were able to defeat their navy, and we actually captured a couple of their ships, so that'll be handy. I'll just end up making my navy a little bit stronger. I'm just going to scupper that trade ship because I don't need it. There's no trade ports anywhere near me. And look, there goes their navy with the army. Oh, that's the best way to take it out. So let's start sailing towards this port here. We can go ahead and scupper that trade ship. Like I said, it's not really necessary. And it's just extra upkeep. Not much, but it'd just be a little bit extra upkeep that I don't need to pay. I don't see any other navies in our backlines. Oh man, is that the black ship? No, it's not the black ship. Well, maybe it is. It is! That's the black ship! Holy crap! I'd like to capture the black ship, but I'm going to have to retrain my navy first to even have a shot at it. I'm still not sure if I can take it down. It looks like it's damaged. They still have 185 men. Wow, I want to take the black ship. Having the black ship in your navy, it costs a ton to maintain it. But it's a sweet unit to have just because of the power, and it would really help me protect my my shores. I mean, it could be like pretty much a one-man navy, or a one-ship navy. I shouldn't say one-man. There's like a couple hundred men on it. Let's see. I'm just gonna train up another Bokabai. We're gonna see if we can intercept that black ship and take it down. All right. So yeah, I'll train another Bokabai there to see if we can slow down the black ship. And hopefully, I mean, I still have to retrain this navy here. Hopefully we can catch up with it somehow. I think it does have huge upkeep costs, though, which could be problematic. Of course, I can always scupper it if I need to, but let's see. We do need to go about training an army to take Kyoto. And let's see. I've got a big castle here. Oh, I already have Katana Samurai training here. Good. So I got a whole bunch of Katana Samurai training. I'm going to need them to take Kyoto. It seems like I have a siege engineer somewhere. Let's see, market. Where was my siege engineer? It's not no worry. Dang, it's gonna end up being way back here, I'll bet. I thought I had a siege engineer somewhere. I definitely need to build a siege engineer. I wonder if I have an open... Yeah, I do have an open building slot here. Siege Engineers Workshop. Okay, that's what we'll build next, because it's going to be handy to have some siege engines to take Kyoto. I mean, the sword units are definitely necessary, and we could always... I just got a new achievement over there, so Living for Battle. I'm not sure what that is, but I'll definitely check it out. We might get attacked by that clan to the north of us. Looks like my stronghold there is being assaulted by a rather diminutive army, so this shouldn't be hard to defend. I'll just show you me defending it here in a moment.